What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Just going to give you my thoughts, my opinions on what was just announced or went over, what I just saw on the news. As you can see by the chart behind me here, Elon backed out of Twitter. Now, I was going to actually come in here and talk about shorting this position just because I saw it on the news, and I want to talk about why it would probably still be a good short. It's quite the bit of a jump down right now. But getting into it, so Elon backed out, too many bots made, and we've seen this. He came in, he was going to buy Twitter, $54 a share, and they tried to slow him down a little bit, give him a board on a seat on the board, but Elon turned it down. He just wants to own it, clean house, sorry, there's a bunch of idiots that work at Twitter, and that's it. I don't even know if that's opinion. I think that's actual fact. The company's ran like crap. So his idea was going to come in, clean house, send it. But wasn't the case. Too many bots. Now Twitter says, and they release in their filings, hey, we think there's about on average 5%, something like that, in bots. Elon's finding out that is actually not the case. So he backed out. Now the thing is, like when you go to buy a house, you put money up, you put your deposit down. It just says, hey, I got some skin in the game. I'm here. Let's take this deal seriously. For that was Elon. That was $1 billion. So Elon walks away, potentially leaving $1 billion behind. Now, the thing I would question is that $1 billion worth it in Twitter? Now, we know everyone at Twitter doesn't really have a brain. Like, not to be mean, they're just not very smart. They're kind of silly. So it wouldn't surprise me. They're going to spend that much in court fees. Not to mention, should this go to court, should Elon prove that they were just either that ignorant, stupid, or just blindly lying to everybody, that could lead into SEC investigations. That could be a lot of things because that's potential fraud on Twitter's part. So my first initial reaction was, well, what are they going to do? Like, I'd probably just be like, you know what, you're good. We tried. Here's your money back. Let's sweep this under the rug. We'll continue being us. You be you. You go make an electric car. We'll continue on with our, shadow banning that doesn't exist, and move on. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. And the reason why I don't know if it's a good short now. If we can get any kind of pullback, if any little tryhards want to buy the dip, maybe the markets continue their rally next week. The markets rallied. We didn't even have a red day this week, and Twitter still did not handle that well. If we get any kind of pullback, that alert goes off, I think I am going to short Twitter. Just for the potential fact of Elon just dropping that bomb of, I'm not going to pay the $1 billion. Here's why. I led no contest. I'm just going to buy the deal. I don't need to investigate or need due diligence. But that was based off of like what he thought, all the public knowledge. Like, hey, I think I already know this company off of your filings. It turns out if those filings are false, man, that would be trouble for Twitter. And I don't think that's not going to be any good. Like, finding out there's an investigation typically won't be good for Twitter. And I'm not saying that there will be, but I'm just saying why Elon believed in this quite a bit. So why some people think he was just doing this as a runaround. I get that. I think Elon actually wanted to buy it. I think it's just when Elon went in to buy Twitter, I think there was a legitimate deal. If that's all the bots you have, I can fix this company, make it profitable, and protect free speech. We got to work some numbers around. I got to delete management. I got to put actual employees in here, and go about things a correct way. And then finding out, like, this isn't even salvageable. It doesn't make sense from a business standpoint anymore because they just lied to us. That potentially will make this red candle look like just the beginning. Now, you can't see, first of all, I'm short Tesla right now, so this is just natural. I have like a 97% failure rate at shorting Tesla. Now, to be clear, if you're new to my channel, I income from trading and I have an investment account. So ultimately, I'm still a long Tesla. I'm going to make money off this deal. I have to explain this quite a bit, but shares are hard deltas, options are soft deltas. I am still delta long Tesla by quite a bit. But with earnings around the corner and all that, I actually hedged the position. Had to buy some puts. So naturally, this deal would come out. I think Elon was holding or sold around 8 billion in shares. So does he take that 8 billion and push it back? Because that would send Tesla quite a bit higher. I'm not going to say all-time highs or anything like that, But Tesla could announce a bad earnings, which we know is coming up. Elon could buy shares back at that, so earnings might just be a dud. I'm definitely not Elon, but if I had $8 billion sitting around that I sold my Tesla stock to buy Twitter, I'm not buying Twitter anymore, and I still got $8 billion hanging out. My stock just took a beat down on earnings. I'm probably buying back. I'm buying the dip. Elon's not a trader, but he does believe in his own company, so that could potentially be a bullish catalyst. I think a lot of people are already assuming that because given the news, Elon's backing out. Looks like a lot of the investors were happy about that. They weren't the biggest fan of Elon buying Twitter. I think he's got enough on his plate. So Tesla jumped up actually into a zone right now. Twitter falling on its face. That was actually my alert to grab a couple more puts. I thought we might run into today, like just run it. We kind of pushed up and hung out the whole day. I'm not going to add into my put position. Coming into the zone, we should be looking for sellers, but with this possible catalyst, I don't know if it actually sent it. $8 billion on a buyback would be, again, quite the catalyst. Not saying it's going to happen, but if it does, man, that's how shorts get train wrecked. And if there's one thing Tesla's ever shown anyone, it can wreck some short sellers. So anyway, I'll wrap it up here. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? How does this look investment-wise? Are you guys buying the dip on Tesla? Do you think this is a nothing deal, complete scam from the beginning? Sum it down to a few words or maybe a couple lines. What do you think about the whole Tesla debacle with Twitter? I want to know two things. If you had to put your money, he does or doesn't. Does he keep the $1 billion or does he have to pay the $1 billion? And was this whole thing a setup from the beginning? Let me know, guys, and I will see you in the next video.